We're live, everybody. We're back. Last Night Productions is here, everybody. I'm your host, Carlos. With me today, I got Ian. How you doing, Ian?
How are you guys?
Doing good, doing good. Christian, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Pretty good.
Today, we are going to be the 2015 film Bone Tomahawk, starring Kurt Russell. Today, we also have, while we're waiting for everybody to get in the stream, we have the new Double Down. The Double Down is back, everybody.
Yes.
I think it's like been 10 years since they released this bad boy.
Yeah, I can't remember a lot. I think it was like freshman year of high school last time I had this thing.
Society has changed a lot since it's been gone, but we're back with, instead of buns, we have two chicken breasts with some cheese and some bacon in there, if I'm not mistaken.
We got this. Christian, did you get the regular or the spicy?
Regular. Regular.
Got us the spicy.
We got spicy.
Okay. I was
I think
thinking
this
about that, but I
This
was
is
like,
the first time they've done the spicy, I think.
yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, it's just a little spurt of some like Chipotle sauce.
Just a little spurt.
A spurt. But
The Colonel spurted some spiciness onto this.
yeah, let's take a bite and review the Double Down before we start our movie
Here we
review.
go.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome
We're
everyone
reviewing the return of the Double Down. It's been 10 years, like I was saying. Pretty good. I mean, it's chicken. It's KFC fried chicken. The cheese is delicious.
It's what's for dinner.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to eat all this.
It's huge.
I haven't eaten anything,
Yeah.
so I'm probably gonna finish it.
Yes.
Oh damn.
But we're also talking about Bone Tomahawk, like I said. And this one stars Kurt Russell, Patrick Wilson, and Matthew Fox. We also see guest appearances from David Arquette, one of my favorites. Richard Jenkins is amazing in this film, and Lily Simmons is also a life on the frontier. ASAP King asked if the Double Down is worth it. Hold on, let me take another bite. Let me take another bite and see if it's worth it.
Do you get spice in yours?
No, because
What are
it's
they-
like a barely a little spurt. I thought it would be like Popeyes where they
I
bread the chicken in like a spicy seasoning, but
thought they didn't do that at Papa. Well, maybe like the regular, the sandwich. I thought they just put like a sauce on it.
maybe I'm thinking of like spicy chicken nuggets from like Wendy's
Oh,
or
okay.
something. I don't know. Chicken joints. Too many chicken joints. Anyway, Bone Tomahawk. Amazing cast. And this film is about life on the frontier. It's a brutally honest look at it. We have a lot of death, throat slittings. The film opens with a throat slitting. And what happens is David Arquette's character is a robber, and he accidentally desecrates an Indian burial ground.
It's him and Sid Haig.
Sid Haig's amazing. And then what happens is he goes into a town called Bright Hope, where the Indians track him down and they kidnap him along with a couple of the other townspeople. We later see the sheriff, Kurt Russell, and the husband, played by Patrick Wilson. They're on the hunt to get back his wife, played by Lily Simmons, and they have to fight troglodytes. I looked up the definition for troglodytes. It's people who are cave dwellers or purposefully like cavemen. They live backwards. Yeah, and like the people in the town, they say, "You're not gonna make it. You're gonna die if you go out there with just the four of you older men." One of them's a cripple, Patrick Wilson, and then the other two are like old men. Anyway, it's one of the most brutal films I've ever seen. I remember when it first came out, I was so surprised, taken aback by it, and the performances, the writing's great. This one's also directed by, let me see if I can find his name.
There's a C.S. Craig or S. Craig Zoller.
Yeah, which I don't think I've seen any of his other
I don't
films.
think I have either. I don't think he's done much.
Yeah,
But I saw at least.
yeah. This one had a budget of $1,800,000, and it only grossed $300,000, which is insane to me. But I tried to dig a little bit more into that, and it looks like it was a super limited release into the theaters. But once it hit like Blockbuster and whatever other rental places. They actually grossed 4 million, so a big profit. I think that's how I saw it, was like Blockbuster or something, a
Really?
rental. Yeah,
I didn't know Blockbuster was still around.
it might not have been for 2015, huh? Maybe it was
Like
rental by then.
maybe like one of the last ones around here.
Yeah,
Been around.
yeah. Oh, the name of the director is Craig Zoller. Yeah, but you guys said this is the first time you guys have seen it. Christian, what do you think about it?
I liked it a lot. I thought it was cool. Pretty dark though.
Yes.
Well acted. I liked the camera work pretty well. It wasn't like you didn't get a bunch of shaky cam during the action sequences and stuff, which I really appreciated. I love it when they like keep the camera still instead of shaking it everywhere when they're like doing shit. And yeah, I was pretty invested the whole time. Really well performed. Yeah, overall, I mean, it was like I wasn't really sure what was going to happen to Patrick Wilson's character.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh my god, this guy's a cripple. He's gonna like, how the hell is he gonna keep going? Because it's like they nearly amputate his leg.
Yeah.
And, he's just like out there, and I was thinking like, okay, is he somehow gonna come back from this and be the one that has to save them? Because I mean, Kurt Russell and I mean everybody except him gets taken into the cave.
Yeah, it's crazy. The odds of him winning are insane, and he somehow ekes it out. Which, do you guys know Patrick Wilson from anything else? I think I remember him from Watchmen. He was like the night owl.
I think of the Insidious movies, I think.
Yeah.
I recognize him from something. I haven't seen Insidious or Watchmen, but yeah, he looks really familiar.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's good in Watchmen.
Nice.
Is he in Watchmen?
I like him in Watchmen. Yeah.
Who is he in Watchmen?
Oh, he's the night owl.
Oh,
He
okay.
drives a big old ship around.
Gotcha.
And, hangs out with Rorschach. Yeah. Ian, what did you think of Bone Tomahawk?
I thought it was good. Sorry, I'm too invested in my meal here.
Take another bite.
It was good. I liked it. Yeah, it was a really neat way to do a Western with cannibalism and everything and troglodytes. Yeah, it's pretty brutal, which was cool. I think it was all practically done too,
It looks like it, right?
which I appreciate. Excuse me.
Some of them, though, I was like, how do you even do that practically?
Yeah.
Even when they split Nick open,
Oh, wait, can you believe
Yeah.
that one?
is that practical? They
It
use
looks
a
like-
prop or something?
Yeah, well, yeah. No, they actually split them open. Let
That's
his
why you never
guts
seen
go
that
everywhere.
actor anywhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Exactly.
maybe they went to like an obituary or some shit. I don't know.
I used to think that when I was like a kid, I was like, dang, that's crazy. They just killed that human being on screen.
Hey.
But it's all special effects.
Yeah, it's a great cast too. It's a
Yeah.
lot of good people, as we've spoken.
Mhm.
Indeed.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And this one is actually free on Tubi right now.
Right,
If anybody
yeah.
wants to watch it.
Yeah.
Great deal. You can't beat free. Everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think about Kurt Russell's performance, Christian?
Really good. I mean, I've never seen him in a movie where he doesn't do well. He's a very good actor. So
Yeah. He's
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Have you guys seen him
He's
give a
good.
bad performance?
No, I can't say.
No, he's been in like kind of bad movies, but it's not because of him though.
Well, yeah. If he is in a bad movie, he's not. Yeah, he's not the reason.
The first
Yeah,
thing I
he's
saw
awesome.
this morning, the first thing I saw this
Okay.
morning on Twitter was his like first role as a little kid. He was probably like 10 years old. It was an Elvis film,
Mhm.
and Elvis says, "Hey kid,
I've seen it.
you want to
yeah.
make a buck?
Mhm.
Kick me in the shins." And Kurt Russell just kicks him in the shins real quick and runs away.
It's like Jackass.
when he's 10.
Yeah, he was a little kid back then.
He was in a bunch
Like-
of Disney movies when he was a kid too.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
Wow.
kind of cool. He's been around.
Nice.
He's awesome. What did you guys think about the opening? We immediately, as soon as the like the credits roll, we just go straight to a throat slitting, and it turns out to be David Arquette's character is slitting people's throats and robbing them.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a lot of throat slitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded really gross too.
Especially when he's digging into the this isn't the beginning, but when he like digs that thing that what is it, the whistle thing out of the guy's neck.
Oh God, yeah.
That was fucking gnarly.
What the hell is that?
It's like some type of tribunal whistle
They like
thing.
insert it in their throat. It was so strange.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can't. They don't have like a language.
Yeah.
They just
That
communicate
explains
like-
to me why they sound so weird.
Right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Like whenever they die, it like makes the noise like straight from their neck. It's crazy.
They kind of remind me of the Predator in a way,
A little bit, yeah.
especially the modern one that just
Right.
came out, Prey,
Yeah.
because they're covered in like a bunch of bones and
Right.
all their weaponry is very bone like.
Yes.
But yeah, I just love that opening. It's so gruesome, and it immediately sets the tone of the film. Like, no, this is a brutal wasteland. There's no good guys winning here. It's just blood and guts out here and robbing and thievery. Who'd you say David Arquette's partner was?
Sid Haig.
Sid Haig.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so funny in that role. He's only in the film for like a couple minutes,
Right.
but he's all like, this place ain't no place for no civilized man or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he's like itching himself in the crotch.
Right.
With his gun.
Yeah.
Like shit, man.
David Arquette's like, I don't think we have permission to cross over here. And he's like, we've got permission. He holds up his gun.
Yeah.
So funny. A lot of the supporting cast is awesome. Like Sid Haig, like we're talking about. Richard Jenkins pops out at me as Shikari. He's the it's the official opinion of the
Deputy.
backup deputy that Richard Jenkins kills this role.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Matthew Fox as well. I think he's from Lost.
Yeah, I've never.
The
I'm
TV
not.
series?
I didn't even know who it was until I was looking at the cast. I'm not familiar. When I think my only frame of reference of Matthew Fox is he knocked up. Seth Rogen tells Katherine Heigl to call him an asshole. That's the only thing I know about Matthew Fox. Or when I think of Matthew Fox, that's the thing I think of.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
He was good though. His character was interesting. He's got a, he's very well versed in killing Native Americans.
Yeah, I mean, and I like how cocky he is. He's just like, I'm the most intelligent person here, okay?
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good.
So
That was
if I hear as little as a jingle, I'm gonna get up and shoot it. And he wasn't lying. So
Yeah, he tells you immediately that no, I'm the best around, suckers. And then when his character meets his untimely demise, it's like, oh, we just lost our best guy.
yeah, I was like, how do they get out of that now?
Yeah. He's like, supply me with some dynamite. I'll take him down.
I thought the Richard Jenkins character, I thought he was gonna die for sure.
Right? Yeah. He's like the only one who makes it out.
Yep, him and Mr. and Mrs. O'Dwyer.
Hmm.
Dude, I was worried for her, man. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? But luckily, they don't seem to have done anything too crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Let's see. One of the Google results, it says, is Bone Tomahawk gory?
yeah.
The answer is
Yeah.
you need to know that Bone Tomahawk is an unusual Western with some gruesome parts. I think that's what sets it apart from other Westerns too, is it's almost like a horror film in a way. A lot of the scenes are dark and shot at night. And even the troglodytes, they're just super scary. They'll just come out and ambush you real quick and
Yeah.
nab you up. I really like that it's like a horror Western.
Yeah. I remember watching The Searchers in high school, and it reminded me a lot of that because they have to go rescue. I think it's like a young girl from
okay.
Native Americans that kidnapped her.
Oh,
Reminded me a lot of that.
The Searchers.
Yeah, it's a John Wayne movie.
Oh, cool. I've never seen this one.
Yeah, we watched it in film class in high school. I remember it being all right.
Wow. The movie's old.
What age rating?
John Wayne.
Yeah, John Wayne.
One thing that I will say on this watch through though is I feel like this movie might be a little bit too long.
Yeah,
The
I,
runtime might be
yeah,
a
I
little bit
agree.
too long.
It
Yeah.
took its time,
Yeah.
Mhm.
especially when they're, I guess, hiking when they're on their journey.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, let's get a. Let's kind of come on.
Yeah,
Snap
Jamie,
it
you
up
should
right
watch it.
Oh, Jamie, you've never seen
Yeah.
Bone Tomahawk?
Yeah, you should watch it.
It's free on Tubi.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. It's really brutal and gruesome though, so just be warned.
I think that Jamie will be fine with that.
Yeah.
If she likes horror, yeah.
Yeah, Jamie. I think that's nothing new for Jamie from what it sounds like.
Is this the first movie that we've been talking about that you haven't seen?
I think that's what she said.
Because usually you pretty much know most of them.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, when they're traveling, it definitely takes a while. I think it's like a 3-day journey when they're traveling to go save them. But we do get a lot of character development. Like we learn about Matthew Fox's character and how he's fought a bunch of Indians, and we get a little bit more about Patrick Wilson. And then of course Patrick Wilson injures himself.
Well, he's like already injured. I forget, he like fell off his roof or something, or off a roof or something like that.
Trying to repair.
I don't know
shingles or
what was
something.
wrong with his leg. Was it just because it had like stitch? I thought like maybe he got shot or something. So it had like stitches in it.
Oh, I thought he
Do
just.
they say?
Yeah, I know they say that he fell off his roof, so it had to have been a broken leg.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Had to have been it.
Oh, and then along their travels too, they encounter a couple suspicious characters as well. Some robbers and bandits in the night.
Yeah, I thought that's maybe something you could cut out. Like,
Yeah,
it wasn't bad or anything, but it just didn't really, if you were to cut stuff out of this movie, you could probably cut that stuff out.
yeah.
It seemed like it didn't really affect
Yeah.
Mr. Broody?
Bruder.
Bruder. Yeah.
They kill their horses though.
Yeah. Doesn't he get stabbed like right here though? Because there's like blood.
Yeah,
right
he gets
here, but it
stabbed
seems
when they're
okay.
shooting. Yeah. What did Jamie say?
Oh, I do need to see this one. It came out in a rough time in my life, so it got
Gotcha.
past me.
Yeah, it's on Tubi,
It's-
so
It's worth a rewatch.
yeah, definitely recommend it.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I think when they get their horses nabbed too, it kind of adds to Patrick Wilson's story. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh man, I'm gonna walk the whole way."
Right? Yeah.
What a brave dude.
Yeah. And the thing is though with this movie, although it maybe is a little, I was invested. I was never really bored though. Like I was still invested
Mhm.
throughout most of it, pretty much all of it. So I'll give it that. I do think you could probably cut down the time. I don't think it needs to be over two. It's like 2 hours 13 minutes. I don't think it maybe like hour 45.
Yeah.
But having said that, it still was pretty. I was very intrigued in what was going to happen. I always liked just men on a mission movies, and this is what this movie pretty much is. So that definitely gripped my interest. But yeah, overall,
It's sort of like
pretty intriguing.
it's kind of like a Django Unchained with less people. In a sense.
Or maybe more people, because really Django
Really?
Unchained is just Jamie Foxx and what's his name? Dr. Schultz. I forget the actors.
Oh.
Schultz.
Yeah. Well, there's
The two of them most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess overall though, like there's more characters, I think. Like when
Mm.
you include like Samuel L. Jackson's character and Leonardo DiCaprio and Kerry Washington.
And Leo's sister.
Yeah.
Where is my sister?
Yes, brother and sister.
Yeah.
Christoph Waltz,
yeah, thank
yes. Thanks for
But yeah. That was cool. I like the style of it. The
Mhm.
whole men on a mission thing.
What do you guys think about the dialogue and the language? Were you guys buying it, or
No, yeah.
at sometimes I thought Patrick Wilson might have been putting on too hard of an accent, but
Really?
kind of.
Okay.
I don't know. He had like the tough guy cowboy accent, but he is supposed to be a cowboy character.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dug the dialogue. It sounded like how people would talk back then, and the lingo and the, what do you call it, accents, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have too much of an issue with it.
I
None of
do.
them really sounded like Hicks.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Richard Jenkins is he's trying to get like an old guy, you know.
He was funny.
Okay. Yeah.
Like they kept telling him like, "Hey, can you shut up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares."
Yeah. Yeah. Who cares? He's a good character, as you know, as it's established his wife is deceased, and you know, he's kind of I think he's kind of looked at as a fool.
Yeah, he
Um,
is.
But you know,
For a
he's
backup deputy.
yeah, but he's got a good heart, and he's he puts it in the right place, which is nice. He was just a very interesting character.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was so he was the backup deputy. Who was the main deputy? Was that Mr. Broody?
No, it was the other guy who got captured with
Oh yeah, that's right.
Miss
Yeah,
O'Dwyer.
yeah, that's right.
Oh,
I can't remember his
yeah.
name.
Was it Cal? Is that what it was?
Nick
Yeah.
or something.
What do you guys think about the town of Bright Hope? Like we had a couple characters in there, like the pianist, the bartender. I like that
Yeah.
actor.
Yeah. Seems like a
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, seems like a good, regular average town aside from the fact that people get kidnapped by Indians.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I guess they're not your average, because they get a Native American and he sort of says like these are not your average Native Americans, these are troglodytes.
Right.
I'm sure that would probably offend people if they were just regular Native Americans, but
yeah. They definitely like established that too
Yeah.
with that character. He
Yeah.
explains how they're separate from the normal tribes.
Right.
They don't even have a name.
Yeah.
What kind of tribe doesn't have a name?
Yeah, they're just cave dwellers, I suppose. They shot where Bright Hope is, that's where they shot like Gunsmoke and all those old westerns from what I read.
Oh,
Which is
okay.
pretty cool.
You know what? I think I heard that the ending cave scene when they're all prisoners
That's
in there.
Iron Man.
That was the
Yeah,
Iron
I
Man
heard that
cave
too.
scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think they talk about that in the Red Letter Media review. I watched that.
Oh, for Bone Tomahawk?
Mm,
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't know they watched it. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was
I
a while
watched
ago.
That's okay. Yeah. Funny similarities.
Do you guys have a favorite kill?
Probably the one at the end when they split him open.
Yeah.
That was fucking brutal. Like
that is gruesome.
Yeah, some pretty wacky shit.
it's the most like gory one for sure.
Nick. That's what his name is. Nick.
Yeah, Nick.
Deputy Nick.
Yeah, what about you guys?
I think I gotta agree.
Yeah, that's probably the one that stood out the most.
Yeah.
It's a pretty gross movie. It's a lot of like just painfulness. Like Patrick Wilson's character with his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a part where he punches Matthew Fox. Seth Rogen told him to punch him in the face, and he like falls and makes his leg worse, and it almost sounds like a snap. It's super
Ew.
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they gotta place it back in.
Yeah, they got to reset it.
Oof. It is
Yeah,
pretty
there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of struggling
Yeah.
in this film. That's for sure.
You don't want gangrene to set in.
What is gangrene again? What is
Isn't it
gangrene
just an
again?
infection
Okay.
whenever you have an open wound in the West.
Okay. Does that still happen? Can you still get gangrene?
I'm sure if you don't
Yeah.
like disinfect and
Okay.
everything. And if you don't wash your hands while you're doing surgery.
Ooh, I see.
Which they don't.
I think in the Civil War, a lot of them.
Right. I feel like that's a really old thing, like
Mhm.
Civil War times when I think of gangrene.
Yeah, they would cut off your limbs if you got shot.
Right. Which is what they're gonna do. They bring up amputating his leg, and he doesn't want to do that naturally.
Yeah.
They bring that up. Matthew Fox's character is like he's too vain to be a cripple, so that's why he kind of is gonna go out in a
Fighting.
blaze of glory. In a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I noticed that a lot of the tomahawks that the troglodytes use, they're almost like cow skulls.
Yeah, it lives up to the name. They're like bone. They're bone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But they seem like super sharp.
I
especially with
know,
all
yeah.
the damage that they're doing
Yep.
to these guys.
Yeah, they like straight up split people's faces.
Yeah, how do you sharpen a bone like that without it
rub it
breaking?
on rock, like rub it on rock.
Yeah,
Without it breaking, though, that's wild.
it's like,
Yeah.
God,
Because it's like teeth are sharp, so
yeah, that's true.
it's probably I'm sure it's possible.
I think we were talking a little bit about the practical effects. One of them that just I want to know how they did it was Kurt Russell when they put the flask in him.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
oh my God.
Yeah. Also, when the guy goes into the barn and knows that they're stealing the horses, they they puncture his head, and it looked like a fake head. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it did seem like they used a lot of like rubber.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I
sculpts.
like that more than CGI. It just looks more.
Mhm.
I don't know. It just looks better to me.
Yeah,
It's more craft to it.
I think that when Patrick Wilson he's tearing out the whistle in the guy's throat, it was like a little dummy that they had
Yeah,
laying
shit was
down.
ugh.
Woohoo.
God.
Gross.
And then he starts blowing on it, and he's like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
that didn't taste good."
Yeah.
I was watching this movie with Sam, and she gagged on that part. She's like,
Interesting.
Yeah,
"Oh."
tried my best.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, just get it out of there, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy that he was able to outsmart them though by using the whistle to like
Yeah.
call them and attract them.
Yeah.
I watched it 2 times this week, and I noticed that Matthew Fox's character he turns over the body next to him when he's doing his last stand,
Right.
and he like pushes him to kind of like I don't know if he was checking to see if he's alive or what, but the guy accidentally lets out a little whistle.
Right. That was like his like death rattle or whatever, because he's like pushing on him.
Yeah,
I think maybe he's checking to see if he's dead. Maybe, yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
But then like
yeah, you're
that
right.
whistle gives away his
Yes.
position.
Oh, is that what it was?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that's why he was able to
Interesting.
just find him real quick. and
That's right, because he
get
does
him.
not last long. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I when they got caught and brought into the cave, and she's calling them stupid. Mrs. I just
Miss O'Dwyer.
Samantha O'Dwyer.
O'Dwyer, yeah. She's like, you guys are fucking stupid. You're so fucking dumb. Why would you leave a trail? I thought they were gonna go and find Matthew Fox's character and like use that trail to like go to where he is and bring him in.
Well, Matthew Fox is already dead, though, right?
No. Oh wait, no. Not Matthew Fox. Patrick
Oh,
Wilson.
Patrick Wilson.
Sorry.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
just follow it back and find him and get him.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have sucked.
Luckily, that doesn't happen.
I feel like Miss O'Dwyer's little spiel right there was kind of like the theme of the film. She says like, that's the thing that's wrong with the frontier is you wild men think you guys can just do whatever you want, and it just
Right.
messes everything up all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Because the sheriff, well, I guess that in the beginning we have the 2 robbers robbing people, but then the sheriff is all like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot you in the leg," for no reason. And then
Yeah.
of course they got to go out and rescue everybody.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's kind of David Arquette and Sid Haig's fault.
Yeah.
That's the crazy. It looked like the pet. I was because Stephen walked out for a second in the beginning, and I was like, yeah, it's they're apparently at the pet cemetery. It looks just like the pet cemetery that they're at.
I think that I read on IMDb that it's modeled off of the Pet Cemetery.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Good little homage.
Yeah.
Nice. So you're talking about the original one or the remake?
Just the original. I'd pretend. I like to pretend that one doesn't exist.
Oh. Yeah, that wasn't very good when I saw it with you.
One of my favorite quotes is the last words from the sheriff. He says, "Say goodbye to my wife, and I'll say hello
Yeah,
to yours."
that was a good line.
That's a good line.
That's an awesome one.
Yeah.
The writing's really good in this one. I think that the director, he not only wrote it, but he also directed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think I read that he wrote it like at least like 10 years before
Right.
he finally got it made.
I think he's more of a novelist, from what I
Oh.
heard.
Mm.
Red Letter Media talk about him a
Oh,
decent
okay.
amount, and they're. Wait, can you go down? I think he did that one. Brawl in Cell Block 99.
Starring Vince Vaughn.
I haven't seen that. I remember. I've heard it's good though.
He also did Dragged Across Concrete, starring Mel Gibson, Vince Vaughn, Jennifer Carpenter.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool. I gotta check some of his other stuff out.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, the cannibals. One of the things that blew my mind was the ending back when I originally saw it, when it's revealed what the cannibal women look like.
Oh yeah, that was pretty gnarly.
They're cripples,
They're
blind cripples.
they're amputees.
Oh my
Yeah, they cut
God.
off their legs. Now they are amputees.
Yeah,
It's
and they have like something logged into their eyes.
Well, yeah, and that was weird too when they kill the Nick character. They scalp him and they shove it in his mouth,
Yeah.
and they like impale his mouth. It's like, God,
brutal.
Pecarishi.
Jesus Christ.
I really like them as like a antagonist kind of enemy.
Yeah.
They're just so creepy.
Well, I don't know. Do you think it portrays Native Americans in a poor light?
Well, that's why I chose this film this week. Is my cousin? He brought it up randomly. He must be discussing in film class or something. But he said, "CJ, what do you think about Bone Tomahawk? Do you think it's racist?" I don't think so. I think that it's established well in the beginning by the other Native American townsmen. He says these are separate from regular Native Americans. These are troglodytes. They're cave dwellers.
Right.
Yeah. It's not because they're Native American.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. He said, you guys, you Westerners won't be able to distinguish the difference from them.
Right. Yeah.
But they're
I
different.
thought they handled it fairly well with that
Yeah.
explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
And then that lets us explore some other savage enemy in a way without like disrespecting like the Navajo or like a real tribe.
Right. Yeah. I liked it a lot. Or I liked it a fair amount because it reminded me a lot of Alien. They remind me of the xenomorphs in Aliens because what they do in that movie is they predominantly capture people and take them back to like their nest.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what the troglodytes do in this movie. So I kind of like that. I was like, that sort of like enemy, whatever you want to call it, modus operandi.
Capture and eat them.
Yeah.
Very nice.
There were a few shots that I really liked. One of them that I can remember off the top of my head was the sheriff. He goes to investigate the barn after finding out that everybody's missing, and it's just a nice shot of the barn's front, and then you see our characters come in from the side, and they're walking in.
Right.
I think the sheriff says a pretty good line in that part too. He says, "Come out or I'll shoot." Something, just hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a lot of good lines in this.
Yeah, but I really like that shot. Like Christian was saying, it is a very well shot film.
Indeed, it is.
It's the typical sort of Western shot. Like it's good widescreening, vistas and everything. For a movie like this, that's definitely I appreciate that.
Yeah, same. I really like the shot when they're Matthew Fox's character. He finds his horse. Like,
oh yeah, that was sad. Yeah,
and then they're all like kind of looking behind him.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, that was a great shot. Yeah, that was really good.
It helps you stay. It helps keep you invested.
Yeah,
you have good camera work like that too.
Right.
So that also played a big factor.
Right.
I think one thing that I'm still confused on is Richard Jenkins' character Chicory. When they're locked up in the cave, he says he brings up a story that he's remembering about a flea circus.
Whenever I hear flea circus, I think of Jurassic Park.
Really? What?
What's his name? John Hammond talks about how when he first came to the United States, he had a flea circus or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Wait, who?
John Hammond in Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a good connection. I think of Bug's Life.
Is there a flea circus in Buzz? That would make sense.
Isn't there a circus scene?
Yeah, that makes sense. Is that what the other bugs were doing? They were like a circus?
I think so.
Oh yeah, that's where
in decades.
he finds the all the other bugs.
I remember the caterpillar saying, "I'm a beautiful butterfly,"
right?
In the circus or something like that.
What did the poo-poo planet?
Yeah. Yep. Hey, what did the poo-poo planet then?
Yeah, but the flea circus story, he's talking about a flea circus that came into Bright Hope, and he kind of just wanted to be reaffirmed that it was real and not fake. What do you guys think about that story? Did it mean anything? I don't know. I guess it just follows Richard Jenkins' character a little bit more. He just wants hope, maybe.
Yeah, and then also he's maybe kind of cements that he is a little dim-witted a little bit.
A simple man.
Yeah.
Some for him to talk about. He's probably very kind of a bored man, at least up to the events of this.
And he's also probably reminiscing about his wife as well, because he's talking
Mm.
about how his wife was telling him that it was all fake and everything.
Yeah. I assure you it was real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting stuff.
Yeah. Overall, though, I think this one has a lot of great characters, a lot of great actors. I think it's written well. And then just the goriness and the brutality of it all really ties it together. It makes
Right.
it a fun adventure
Right.
that you should visit.
Yeah, I recommend it.
Same. Do you guys have a favorite character?
That's tough.
I'd probably just go Kurt Russell because I just like Kurt Russell so much.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. Yeah.
Although Matthew Fox is a standout in this film.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he is.
I read in the IMDb trivia that this is like his favorite film he's ever done.
Okay. I don't even know what I could be another movie he's in.
Yeah,
So-
same. I've only seen him in this.
Yeah.
Just lost.
Patrick Wilson. I'm trying to. I know I've seen him in something else. It's not Insidious. I've never seen the Insidious, or maybe I have. Just forgot.
They're okay. I'm not the biggest fan. He's
Yeah,
in
I
the
just-
Conjuring movies also. I get those movies confused. He's in Aquaman. Did you see Aquaman?
Mhm.
I think I watched it like
Apparently he's in
after
that.
it had been in theaters. I don't remember him in that.
I haven't seen it.
He's in the Annabelle
I'm just-
film.
Yeah.
He's in the 18 movie.
Oh, I haven't seen that since the theater. I never watched the show. Yeah, he's been in a decent amount of stuff.
Yeah, I like him in this one.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else to add before we rate it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm just trying to find what movie I know him from.
Oh. Ian, do you want to start us off with the rating?
Yeah, if you want me to.
Hit it.
I'll probably do 3.5 out of 5. It was good. I enjoyed it. It's always nice seeing Kurt Russell in movies, and it is a good cast. Patrick Wilson's in it, even though I don't know shit about Matthew Fox except for the name drop and Knocked Up. He was good in it. It was cool seeing David Arquette as well. He was pretty good, especially in the bar scene. And Richard Jenkins was very good as well. And it was cool seeing Sid Haig pop up. Yeah, it was, this director, I don't know if he's still making movies, but he did a good job in the writing the dialogue and everything. Having said that, I wasn't blown away by the movie. Like, I'm very much more going to go back to Django Unchained before this, or like probably other Westerns.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I think of the most right now.
Yeah.
Is Django Unchained.
This one is pretty brutal for like a revisit, like a regular revisit too.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. It's better than other cannibal movies. Because like Cannibal Holocaust, I think Cannibal Holocaust might be a little worse.
Well, especially because they use real
Exactly.
animals.
Yeah, exactly. And that's I like if there's anything to take away from that movie, for me, it's like I just kind of like that trashy exploitation feel to that. This is like classier and
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
haven't even seen
Yeah.
Cannibal Holocaust. I've only seen some clips of it, and I can already tell you, yes, it's
Pretty rough.
much worse.
It's pretty, it's
Yeah.
pretty rough shit. Yeah, it's it's because it's very similar, like people going out and dealing with an indigenous group of people that are cannibals, and this is just obviously it's a much more classy, it's got more taste, no pun intended, but yeah, go 3.5 out of 5 for me.
Nice. Christian, what do you rate it out of 5?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 3.5 as well. I wasn't blown away by it really, but yeah, it was. I guess I'll just sum up what I've been saying in less words. Just love the way it's shot. I like the performances a lot. yeah, really good writing. I like the costume design as well.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
thought-
No,
I
they
thought
did
that
a good
was
job.
awesome.
Yeah. For the period piece elements.
Matthew Fox in the full white suit with his white horse.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah, that stood out. I really like the setting. I don't know. There's something about a Western setting. It's very appealing.
Hmm.
I dig
Definitely.
it. It makes me think like, man, I wonder what it'd be like to be there for one day.
Ugh.
As long as nothing terrible happens, you know.
Without any water.
You got to be careful.
Yeah, or hopefully I don't find like poop pellets in my.
You got to
Food.
watch out for snakes.
I think I read that they filmed this one in SoCal, if I'm not mistaken. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that's where the yeah, I believe so.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
3.5. Christian, you give it a 3.5?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, what about you?
I will give this one a 4 out of 5. Like we were saying, the runtime might be a little bit too long.
Yeah. Did you feel that way, Christian?
Yeah, when they're
I guess we
at some point when they're on their journey to find the cave dwellers, yeah, I was thinking like, you could maybe not have this part or this part in there.
Yeah.
Make it a tad bit shorter.
right.
Yeah.
But it's not it's a small gripe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't make or break the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, but like we've been saying, the cast is great. The writing's fantastic. The violence is so brutal.
Yeah.
Definitely a standout for me in my library of westerns, especially if you want a good western horror, which I can't really think of very many other western horror films. And this one really scratches that itch. Yeah, but that's a 4 out of 5 from me, guys. Got a pretty good score going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good average.
Now, should we rate the Double Down? What do you guys think? It's been 10 years.
I mean, I ate all mine already, so I guess that says something about it.
We're back with the Double Down, everybody. What do you give it, Ian, out of 5? You doubling down? Never again?
I'll give it a 35. No, what I'll have it again in a deck, and whenever they bring in another deck, it's fine. It's good.
Yeah.
It's not something I want to eat all the time, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's how I remember it. For the most part, it's it's good. I dig it. It's not great, but I enjoy chicken, and it's a lot of chicken. So yeah. What about you?
Ooh, I give it a pretty high score. I actually really like it. This is my first time trying it. I missed it back in the day because I thought it was the weirdest invention. But now that keto is such a big fad,
Right.
kind of just makes sense.
Yeah.
Good flavor. If you like KFC chicken, can't beat it.
Yeah.
The cheese in there and the bacon kind of add a little bit of extra kick, and instead of just a couple strips, it tastes like some more cheesy. I gotta give that one. Let's go 4 out of 5 on that one as well. Got a couple 4s today for me. Christian, you liking the Double Down? You doubling down on it?
It's good. It's just so bad for you. It's fucking terrible for you. Like, it tastes great.
I mean, it's like I think it's about as bad as like that. What is that burrito at Taco Bell right now? The grilled cheese burrito, where the hell it's about the same as that. I mean, at least with this, there's no carbohydrates, but it is a lot of calories. That's why I didn't really eat much today because I don't want to overdo it on that. But
probably a lot of sodium too. It tastes like.
Yeah, that's the probably thing too. It's probably a shitload of sodium.
Oh, did you get any spice out of yours?
Not really.
Yeah, see, they don't even put a big spurt on.
I know.
Maybe a little tiny bite.
I can't.
It's KFC. They're not going to give you many spurts of the
They're very conservative on their spurting.
Couple spurts here and there.
Yeah.
The spurtle kernel.
Yeah. I know. I wish it was spicier. That would have been a little more interesting.
Yeah.
Mainly because I ordered, but I ordered spicy.
I haven't had anything that's ever.
That's true. That's not really spicy. Isn't really their thing. That's a good point.
Like they'll say it is, but it's like white people spicy. Very white people spicy.
It was fried to order though.
I know. Yeah, they ripped your thing. Yeah, it's not made to order. Fried to order.
Just the cat shows.
Oh man, and it shoot.
That's definitely fried to order right there, Christian.
Yes, it is.
Oh, did you give a rating for it? I'm sorry.
Yeah, 3.5. I just say 3.5.
I guess I'll give
Nice.
it the same. 3.5.
Nice.
I'm not gonna. I don't know.
I'm not having it again anytime. I know Carlos, you have, but
I'll go grab another one right now.
hmm,
I'm doubling down, baby.
yeah, he's quadrupling down.
Quadruple down.
Do you think the people in Bone Tomahawk would like this food item?
They probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah, because fried chicken was still. Was it even invented?
Was what invented?
Fried chicken? Back
Yeah,
then?
probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, to have some sort of
little flour.
chicken eating back then.
Yeah, probably took a lot longer.
Probably, I think the human race has been eating chicken for a long time. Long
That's true.
time.
I wonder when they first started frying it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they didn't have fryers back then. That's a good point. Maybe that was more of a 20th century thing.
When was the Colonel around?
Hmm.
19.
50s.
Yeah.
No, like I think he started out before. I don't know. We need to go to Kentucky and go to like the KFC museum.
I'm down. Get some Kentucky fried chicken.
Yes.
This Wednesday we'll be back and we'll be catching up on what we've been watching. Saturday we're gonna go see John Wick 4, and we're gonna be back with our review on that one.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Have you guys started watching 1 through 3 yet?
No, I'm gonna start this coming week.
Same.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
I've heard some early reviews come out about John Wick 4, and they're saying it's really good.
I've heard good.
I've heard people say it's the best one.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Number 3 was my favorite so far.
I remember the first one being my favorite.
Mhm.
I like all of them,
Yeah.
but I remember the first one being my favorite. It's kind of like 1, 2, 3, probably. I did like the third one a lot, but just feel like I don't know. Usually, as the series goes on, they kind of they rank the way that I like them or like their succession.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I wonder if Halle Berry's character will come back.
I hope so.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
And what's his name just passed away as well?
Yeah, Lance Reddick.
Lance Reddick.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy. Week
He's
before
like-
the movie comes out.
He's like the hotel owner.
Right.
So that's
Is he in the movie?
Yeah, he's in the movie.
Oh, good.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
One last rad.
He's filmed a few things, so this is not his last role.
Oh, good, good. Hopefully he goes out on something.
Burton.
I saw that one. That one is so
Wait,
crazy.
what?
When he comes on to Eric Andre, he's like, I wish I were LeVar
Oh.
Burton.
Was that him? Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot that was him. Yeah.
He's like naked, but he's wearing like
Yeah.
the Star Trek
Yeah,
glasses.
that's right. Yeah.
That was hilarious.
He's all like, isn't he like, I wish I was LeVar Burton. I wish. Like, isn't he talking like that or something?
Yeah.
No, he's just like, I wish I were LeVar Burton.
I thought he was like more.
Where's my iconic slave role?
Hey,
So wild.
That's funny.
Well, that's what we got coming up, guys. Tune in tune in Wednesday to catch up with us. Tell us what you guys have been watching. Saturday, of course, will be John Wick 4. Catch us then. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks, Christian and Ian, for talking about
yeah.
Bone
Thank
Tomahawk.
you
with
as
me.
always for having me over.
Of course.
thank you.
That was a fun one. And we'll be back Wednesday, everybody. But for now, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys next time.
Toodles.